Greetings everyone and welcome to another episode of our One Day Seasons playthrough. Now I've moved all the stuff that all the flatbread that we crafted last night, and also sort of moved all the surplus goods over to the resource storage, and I noticed that we had going to do some poison iron bolts. Should we do it on poison ammo, bronze bolts, iron bolts? Yes, we've got the resources for those. Okay, let's just make those. Yes, so we've got 224 flatbreads to eat or sell, and like I say, I forgot that I'd left 29 buckets of water in the food storage, so we could have actually made a whole bunch more, but that's the way it goes, and we're probably going to do another crafting session at some point at the end of one of the days, either autumn or winter, probably not today. So what do we need for that? We've run out of bolts. Okay, well, we had 85. So I'm not sure why. That's why we only made, we made 8. We had 14 poison. So we've still got, where is it? Poison, still got 6 left. Okay. It doesn't weigh anything, so I'll just leave it in here actually, I think. If I remember that we've got it in here. Am I going to need any of those plants? Possibly, to do some more decorating. And what I've also done is told the farmers basically to clear all the fields, not to fertilise or anything. So I'm hoping to get the fields rearranged. That this field here, which is 11 by 9, I'm going to get rid of. I'm going to get rid of probably all the fields along here, and maybe even the ones down the other side of the kitchen there, and just have 6 100 plot fields, and then divide them up into sections of 5 by 5 to do different crops in each one. So we'll have 24 sections then. So we'll have one for cabbage, one for onions, you know, divide the field up so more than one person can work on each field at any one time. I mean, I know technically 3 can if they're harvesting, fertilising and ploughing, but that would mean that 12 people could 12 people could then work on a field technically at one time. Now, it's interesting to see how quickly these two work. I don't know what level they are. Which one's going faster? About the same actually. So you are Gerwin.
Hello.
Let's have a look at you. You are a level 6. Okay, thank you. You can carry on. And you are a level 7. So what I'm going to try and do as well is in each barn have the higher level workers at the top of the workers stack, as it were, and then hopefully that means they'll get out and start doing stuff slightly faster than the others, so we won't have a traffic jam. But we'll have to wait and see on that. Right, so today it is summer. Now, one thing I did want to try out was, our wife is 63. Now, at what point will she pass away? And one of the reasons why I'm keeping from switching over to our son is I want to see if our wife then passes away, can we then romance somebody else? Obviously it's going to have to be somebody else of a similar age, certainly within about 10 years, but we do actually have at least one lady in the village that's within 10 years of us whose husband has passed away, so I'm wondering if we can possibly then romance her. Now that could take another 10 years, another 40 seasons, but we'll certainly see what happens. Right, so today, so what I've been thinking of doing is possibly moving the town. Now I know that would be a tremendous job. We've actually got quite a few empty houses at the moment. I was thinking of moving it up here and putting all the production buildings here, the houses and the tavern along here, and all the farming stuff over here. And that way we'll actually get people walking, hopefully, backwards and forwards across the bridges, so it'll actually look like more of a bustling town. And towns were quite often built on a river junction, so the fact that we've got that junction there, I think, could give us quite a potential. Now, they're 10 by 10 fields, so we could theoretically get certainly 4 of them in there, maybe have a barn here, and another few fields here, so it would all be fairly close to the barn. Now, we probably need actually 2 barns to be able to cope with those 6 fields, because I don't think 8 workers, even high level workers, could do 6 100 plot fields. So it's certainly something that I'm going to be thinking about, so let me know your thoughts on it. Obviously it will be a major undertaking. We have actually got 26 buildings free at the moment, and obviously if I destroyed the bridge that I built, that would give us then 40 spare buildings, which we could pretty much do most of the town over there, get it built up over the next year or so, hopefully the next 4 seasons, and then just literally move everybody over a bit at a time. So I certainly think that's got potential, and it would give us I think a really nice, especially if our house was here, or maybe the tavern was there and our house was here, we'd be able to see both bridges, and it would give quite a nice, and it's quite flat there as well on all three corners, so you'll get a good view without things hopefully obstructing too much. Now in terms of building walls, obviously we could literally put a wall across here and across here, up here, maybe even follow the roads, some kind of gate there, and then the same here, build literally a wall across here, which would be actually a lot less of a wall than we currently have going all the way around here, because obviously we'd have a lot less buildings. I could get rid of, for example, probably one of the sewing huts, I could get rid of one of the smithies, possibly even one of the woodsheds. I'm considering definitely getting rid of the 2 fishing huts, because we don't produce an awful lot of fish, and yes, we can level up the workers quite quickly in there, but you can't really use them for anything else other than herbalist, and if we need any potions or anything done, we can do those ourselves, because we don't use a huge amount. I mean, poison's about the only potion that I make. So yes, let me know your thoughts and whether you think it would be a good idea or not. So what we're going to do today, I don't actually know. There's no point really building anything if we are going to be moving over there, really. So what I might just do is go and destroy those and those. sort of start dismantling stuff potentially. I mean, the bridge is costing us an absolute fortune in taxes. Our tax, what are we on now? Yeah, see, we're only just starting summer, so per season we're looking at 5,000 coins. Now that means that I have to have, obviously, quite a production of flax to be able to afford that sort of luxury. And I also noticed that although we've been employing our youngsters as they come of age, we're still dropping in terms of workers. We were up to 65. We've employed certainly 3 in the last 3 years. Well, we've employed quite a lot over the last sort of 7-8 years, but we haven't increased our population. So definitely we've got houses that we can, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 empty, and we've got a ton with just single people in because we've got so many single females. So I'm actually considering, some of those are quite low level, maybe even kicking them out of the village, because that would obviously free up a lot more houses. That would give us possibly an extra 10 buildings on our buildings amount. We haven't got even, well, we've got 1 pregnant person at the moment, so we're not even really producing the offspring that we need to replace the people that are dying at sufficient rate. I mean, we've got 1 person in the next season or 2, then we've got 2 years, 3 years, 2 years, 2 years. We've got some pretty big gaps, and obviously our people are not getting any younger, as is with humans. So we've got quite a few here that could potentially die before we even get a chance to replace them. And again, we're only going to be replacing them with very low level people. So I think downsizing the town would be more practical. And also, obviously, if I do move over here, I'll have a lot more opportunity to have what I would class as a nicer layout to the village. It would be a lot more organised rather than just slapping something down here where there's a space and working around it. Yeah, so that's my thoughts. Now on to today. Right, so I've decided to come and give the farmers a hand, because if I can obviously get this all set up, I can get them in the barn for the rest of the day. Sorry, my mouse cable is getting tangled up. I can get them doing stuff like the oats and the rye and the wheat and the flax in the barn, and then I can sort out what fields I'm gonna have where. So you'll just have to bear with me in this while we do our bit for the community. Loads here. I'm hoping we don't chop anybody's limbs off. At least we haven't got the animals wandering about. Alright, get in there, just look one there. Oh, somebody got quite close to us there. What are you doing? We've already done that. Okay, we'll go over here and do this then. Get a mixture of both. Oops, somebody there. If we get most of it done, or as much as we can, got the horse, obviously we can stick a load of stuff in if we need to. Get overweight. Alright, go and do some of this then. The life of a farmer, eh? Well, a medieval farmer. Obviously modern farmers have machinery, and it would be nice if we could have a plough, certainly, and even some kind of seeder to speed things up. Use the cows as a towing vehicle, or even the donkeys. Beasts of burden. Oh, we're getting overweight now. I must have got quite a bit by now as well. Head away from them so we don't maim them. Now again, not the most exciting episode to watch probably, but these things do have to be done sometimes, and certainly that'll help me with the planning for what we're going to do next. I sort of wish I'd thought about moving the town a bit more seriously before I put all that palisade up, to be honest, because that did take quite a while. I thought we'd hit somebody then. Oh yeah, this is a more effective way of doing it. Although we don't get a full sweep on this one so easily. Right, that's that field done. Nearly. You can go and do those bits. Let's call the horse over and dump a load of stuff on them. What have we got? Oh, blimey, okay. Yeah, see, this is part of the problem. We're just collecting far too much stuff, really. Right, let's carry on. Let's take a wander down this way. Not really thought about doing this before. Trouble is getting the right sort of pace, so you're not scything unnecessarily like we are. Yep. Well, that was quite quick. Where are you? You're over there. Okay, you stay over there and we'll do this bit. Right, so we've got a lot of people stood around doing nothing by the looks of it. Right, so let's switch them over. Right, everybody's had their job reallocated, apart from the people that are supposedly doing this. Come on, who's supposed to be doing this? Come on, somebody in this barn must be able to do some... Right, let's have one of you out as a farmer then. So they'll come out and hopefully get... I've got somebody coming. I don't know where she came from, but at least they are working right now. Cabbages, have they been done? Yes, they have. So I need a hammer. Let's demolish some of these fields now. That one will do, I think. And are we going to need a hoe? Haven't got any iron hoes, really? Yes, we have. Highlighted, for crying out loud. No, they're going to come out anyway, aren't they? Right, so let's equip our hammer. And go and create some destruction. Right, so that's not going to be done again. So we're going to get rid of that one. We're going to get rid of that one. That's already seeded, so we need to leave that one. That one can go. And then when you finish that one, we'll destroy it. So I can destroy that one. That one. That's growing. That's growing. And this one can be destroyed. What's that? Oats, yeah. Right, let's put that away. Right, so that's a lot better organised. Come on, sir. I just need you to finish this off, and I've got rid of me blooming scythe now, so I can't help him. They've almost finished in that field. Is that two people working? Yeah. Oh, I'm guessing that's because it's probably two different crops. As soon as you're ready, sir. Right, thank you. Right, so now this can become a 10x10 field. Are we going to need it though? I think I ought to do one just for the time being. Right, that's as far as we can go, isn't it? Yep. 10 by 10. Right, they should come out and at least grub that now. Somebody. Anybody? Not quite sure why he had to go in there and do that. Has he got a hoe with him? Where's he going? Now I thought they would start in the nearest section. Where's he go? Oh, he is going over there, right. So that field is finished now. So those farmers, or this farmer, can go back on to barn work. That'll get a lot more of that stuff done. Right, this barn. Yeah, we have got a signpost either side. Okay, so you are you're all barn workers anyway. And the third barn, hopefully, we're doing for time. Map. Right, he's only got about an hour left. Well, that's not a problem because that's going to be a split field anyway. So what we got here? Right, so you can all go on a barn work, please. I clicked on one too many there. Got level 8s in here, and I think I need to spread them about a little bit more. Yeah, so what are you doing? Well, hopefully, obviously you're not going to get all that done, but you should get quite a bit of it done. So how are we doing for the resources? Blimey, we're up to nearly 10,000. So we've got any manure left? Any manure? Yes. And oat grain, so they haven't got any oats that they can process. They've still got some rye. They've still got loads of wheat. What about flax? Yes, so they're all right for today. Right, so that's all that organised. What else can we do today? We don't appear to have anything in the storages overflowing. Let's just go and check our buildings. Alright, we'll take those. And we shouldn't have anything else in the barns, certainly. No, nothing in there. We've got the poison in the herbalist hut. Haven't got anything in here. Oh, I'll take that. Yes, I did take it. Not sure why the hunters have stood around. Nothing in there. Yeah, so these buildings. They do like chopping that tree, don't they? Well, actually, no, we won't have any food excess there. Oh, a couple of leather. Nothing spectacular. And I don't suppose we've got anything in here. No. So our builder's finished for the day. Sewing hut. Nope. Got anything in here, have you? In your barrel? No. Nothing in there. And then we've got the food storage and I've got an excavation shed. Again, shouldn't be any. Oh, there is. Now, while I've got my hammer, I'm going to go and get rid of those fishing huts. That one. Oh, come on. We're right up in front of it. Why can't we destroy it? Thank you. Come away from it and you can. that one. Right, one down, one to go. No. Ah, got something here. Ooh, some stone knives. Okay. Not quite sure how they got in there. Right, so that's the fishing hut's gone. Now we've got 2 people out of work. That one. There's a horse. Oh, it's knocking off time already. Right. So I've got to find work for 2 survivalists now. Hopefully. Right, you haven't got anything on you, have you? No, good. Right, let's transfer all that. Right, that's that done. Nice and quick and easy. And management, people, profession. Right, so you're out of work and you're out of work. I mean, it's a shame that I'm going to put them in the herbalist hut. Simply because we can. Alright, that's that one. No, that way. You can go in the herbalist hut as well. Which means we've got 2 low-level people. You can't go anywhere because we haven't got. Oh, actually, you could go in the other well, I suppose. Excavation shed is full. Mine is full, yeah, so you'll have to go in the other well, which we'll have to set up in a second. And the other person, yeah, you're not really good at anything. Now, I wish we knew who they were. They're over there somewhere. So, Ingada, let's try and find her and find out her skills. You know. This could be problematic. Are they in their houses? Oh, somebody's in bed already. Ty Balder. Bit early to be in bed, I would have thought. This one, who we got? Nobody. No. No. I suppose we'll find them eventually. Ah, Ingada. E. Small talk. Tell us about your skills. You are a fisher or mushrooms. What gives you a hard time? Something we don't have to learn for ages. Oh, crikey. Well, that doesn't say a lot, does it? We don't want you to tinker. Right. So, we could put on a market stall, I suppose. We could certainly always do with selling stuff. Let's see how quickly your diplomacy can rank up. Right, what's that? Food stall selling. We've only got two. Oh, wrong one. No, not that one. That one. What are you selling? Dried meat. Well, we haven't got an awful lot left. But you could certainly be selling that for a couple of days. Yeah, we'll leave you on that, I think. Actually, let's reduce you to 50% on that and 50% on normal fish meat. Might as well get rid of it all. So you'll sell nearly 60 and 23. So you can sell twice as much ordinary fish meat as dried fish meat, but obviously it gets us the same. So dried fish meat is worth twice as much. Okay, well, that's worth remembering. Right, what are you selling food-wise? You're selling that as well. So I'll take you off that. Got buckets of soured milk we could sell. Potage, got loads of those. So we'll sell some of those. Should, if we produced 70 excess, that should give us the ability to still produce enough. My escape key work, thank you. Right, yeah, so what time of day is it now then? Nearly 8 o'clock. We haven't got a huge amount of time left, unfortunately. Now I am obviously, if I'm going to be getting rid of the village, this can all come down. If not, I was thinking of moving it up to the tavern area. Not that anybody ever plays here, but we've obviously got all those apples that we need to... Right. Yes, all the fruit should have been picked. Should it be picked today? Let's just check on the market. Pretty sure they got it all. Yes, that hasn't got anything on it. Yeah, okay. So that's probably going to be pretty much it for this episode. I can't really think of a lot else to do. I mean, we could go do some more decorating, but it seems a bit pointless if we're going to be moving house. We've actually got... should have... oh no, I left it all up at the... right, let's go up to the storage. Because we've got that flute and things that we bought, so we could at least put them in our house, as it doesn't cost us anything. And we got a torch on us. No, so we'll grab a torch as well. Just one of those. And what luxuries have we got? Right, we've got coverlet, flute, Alvasia, needle case. And we'll put a figurine in there, why not? Shame we can't hang the Wycent skull up. Actually, let's give that a try. That might actually hang up, or we'll take a deer skull as well. I know you can obviously mount them on the wall, but it'd be interesting to see if you can put them anywhere else. Right, let's try it then. So, drop our deer skull and our Wycent skull. Drop our figurine. I don't really want to be dropping all the other stuff though. Let's give them a try. Obviously we can put that pretty much anywhere we want. Should go in there. more level. Is it the... No, it's not the antlers catching. Okay, that does stand up. Nice. You're going to sink into the wood again. Okay. Right, deer skull. Yeah, that's not going to hang, is it? So I don't expect the Wisent one will either. It's probably, yes, going to be in the way because of the... Okay, we'll forget those then. And what else did we have? We had the flute. Oh, coverlet, yeah. Could put that on our bed. Flute and Malvasia and needle case. See, now they would actually make quite good pillows, wouldn't they, if you had enough of those? You can't make those, unfortunately. Let's try, excuse me, and put it on there and see how it looks. Yeah, sinks through again. So you'd have to stack them up. So not, oh actually, let's, gone to bed already, dear? Bit early. Mind you, you are getting on a bit, so I don't blame you. Put that on there. Malvasia. Oh, we got a Malvasia already, haven't we, on there? Okay, well, let's put one on here as well then, and hope that the wife doesn't knock it flying that way towards us, and then spin it. And needle case. That could go. Not quite sure why we need a needle case, since we don't have any needles. And the thimbles come out now. No. Gee whiz. Nearly send everything flying, why don't we? Oh, and we did. Flute. We want to do it that way, so we've got the holes showing. Oops. Try that again. Somebody just come in our house. We got burglars again. That's better. I can see the shadow now. No. I want the thimble. Actually, can we stand that up? Ooh. Got no shadow on it, unfortunately. That's disappointing that it doesn't. We put it on this end where it's got something underneath it. No. Alright, jewellery box. I'm going to leave that thimble there, otherwise we're going to scatter stuff. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please leave a like. If you didn't, by all means leave a dislike. And if you've got any comments or suggestions, drink this at once, bucket of water. Lovely. Thank you very much, dear. Another one for the collection. Farewell. And yeah, love to hear your input on about moving the village, town, whatever we want to call it. And yeah, what else did I say? If you're not already a subscriber, you know, do all the usual YouTube things. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Bye now.